Hi guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is my 21st birthday, so happy birthday to me! So today I decided to make a video on 21 things that have really shaped my life. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, I'm pretty sure you'll like this video. You'll know a lot about my childhood, growing up, things about my life that I've probably never talked about on my channel before. And yeah, let's get started. So 21 incidents that kind of shaped who I am. The first thing would probably be growing up in Bhuvaneshwari. I am Bengali, but I kind of grew up in Bhuvaneshwari like up till 6 years of age. I lived in Bhuvaneshwari. My primary education was in English, Hindi and Oriya, and it was only after like 7-8 years of age that I actually started learning Bengali completely. My mother did teach me Bengali when I was a child, but growing up in Bhuvaneshwari was pretty amazing because the community there was very warm. After I came here, I realized that landlords are not really that great towards tenants, but our landlord was very amazing and they took so good care of me. It almost felt like they are my second family, and I'm still in touch with one of them, and she's like grown up now. She was younger when I was young, obviously, and it makes me really happy that I grew up in such an environment. Also, Bhubaneswar is a lot less crowded than where I live right now, Kolkata, so there was a sense of calm in Bhubaneswar. I made a lot of friends, memories, and basically I used to really enjoy living in Bhubaneswar. I think in the future I would definitely love to move back to Bhuvaneshwar for some time, although like at this point I do think that primarily I love to stay in Kolkata because at the end of the day I'm Bengali, so I have a different connection here. But growing up in Bhuvaneshwar obviously made me realize that I really love the seas, because I used to go to Puri very often. We lived in Khandagiri and Puri was pretty close, so we would often go to Puri every time there was a vacation, and that was pretty interesting, I guess. Next thing that really affected my life was changing a lot of schools. I changed schools 5 times throughout my life, which means that I was constantly kind of torn away every time I put my roots in some place, made friends, etc. And it really became easy for me up until the 3rd standard, when I had to leave Julian Day School, which was pretty much the school where my whole personality changed a lot. Primarily because, and this is the 3rd incident that has really shaped my life, is that I was bullied a lot when I was in the 2nd standard, and it was not very extreme levels of bullying, but basically there was a girl who used to like throw away my pens and beat me a bit, and I kind of developed this fear of going to school, and because I was so afraid of her. I don't know where she is right now, but that really had an effect on me. So almost throughout the first half of 2nd standard, I was not eager to go to school. I'd cry at home every day to go to school. And then I think my mom kind of talked with other parents, and then the other students of the class kind of came up to me and they said that I need to stand up to my bully. And then I did. And then the whole class became kind of friends with me. I made very good friends. And in the 3rd standard, I made a couple of really amazing friends, one of whom I was very close to like till the 10th standard. I think it kind of faded away after that, but I made some really nice friendships in Julian Day. So when my father told me that he has to shift again, so I have to change schools again in the 4th standard, I was pretty sad, but I think that has also made me very friendly, so that was important in some way, I guess. 5th standard, I studied at St. Xavier's, and St. Xavier's is probably the school where like majority of my personality was shaped. And I have to mention this person, and he was our class teacher. I don't really have permission, so I don't think I can use his name or anything, but my class teacher is one of the reasons why I am who I am today. He really supported me through my formative years, 5-6. He really encouraged me to start public speaking, to speak in front of this class. He was the reason because of whom I kind of thought that okay, maybe I speak well, and without his boost I don't think I would have been where I am. He was also a very strict teacher, because of which sometimes it would really hurt when he'd scold me, but overall I'm pretty grateful that I had a teacher like him guiding me in my formative years, because I think teachers have a huge impact on us. No matter who you are, your teachers have taught you something, if there's something that you're scared to do or something you love to do, it's likely that some teacher has guided you in that. There were subjects that I hated studying just because I didn't like the teacher, and there were subjects that I would study my best just to impress the teacher because I liked the teacher so much. So definitely having this teacher as my kind of role model in the formative years gave me the confidence to speak, because there was this incident in class 6 where he really pushed me to speak, and he said that I spoke very well, and that was a very life-changing incident for me, because if he had not said that, I would be embarrassed forever. After that, I kind of enrolled in some different places to go and speak. I did well at some places, I did not do well at some places, but at least I got started, and I overcame the fear of speaking out, because remember, I used to get bullied in class 2, 3, so I was kind of an introverted kid then. The next life-changing incident would be when my father got me a library card for Aurobindo Library. Aurobindo Library is basically there in Shakespeare's Shorney in Kolkata, and I went there like 2, 3 times. Mostly I would tell my father what are the books I need, and he would bring them to me. I read a lot of books, and that was my first introduction to the world of books. I had read a couple of books here and there before that, but that was when I realized, okay, every week or every 2 weeks I can ask my father and he'll bring me these books. That kind of made me fall in love with reading. I started with Enid Blyton, the Secret Seven primarily, then the Naughty books, Robin Hood, Goosebumps. These are the kind of books that I was reading in 5th, 6th, 7th standard, and that was pretty life-changing for me, because I am who I am because of the books that I've read today, and I can't even imagine where I would be now if my father did not bring me that library card subscription. So it's so funny how like little things shape your life. Another thing for me would be that my parents grew me up in a very different way from most of the children that I see, like especially my cousins. So whenever my cousins would used to ask for something to their parents always gave them that, because they thought that if they give it to them, they will not whine. But my parents, whenever I asked for something, they never gave it to me immediately. It's not like they'll not give it to me. Even if it's like something that they can easily afford, like even if it's like a 10 rupee chocolate, they will never give it to me immediately. It's only after some time that they'll give it to me, and that would have kind of increased the value of the thing for me. This way that they brought me up really taught me that if you want something, you have to work for it. You don't deserve it immediately just because you asked for it. And this is something I think most of the children today don't realize. Parents are so busy with their lives, they'll give them anything to shut them up. I'm pretty glad that my parents never did anything like that. In my childhood, I never asked anything from my parents. If I wanted something, I'd just go to the store and look at something like a dumb person and my parents would understand that I want it, and it'll be up to them if they want to buy it to me or not. And mostly they didn't buy it to me. I still remember there was this like talk back parrot kind of a thing which was very popular when I was in 6th or 7th standard, and I always wanted it. But I never told my parents. When the results came out, I came home and I saw that the talkback parrot was in the cupboard, and I was so fucking shocked. It was so amazing. It's one of my favorite memories of my life. I don't know if my mother had noticed that I liked it, but it was there when I came back home, and I never asked for it, but I loved it, and it's definitely one of the best memories of my life that I have. Next very significant incident of my life would be that I realized that I'm kind of entrepreneurial from a very young age. So when I was in, I think 6th or 7th standard, I used to sell lyrics. Okay, back then like internet was not that common, so not everyone had access to the internet that they'll Google the lyrics of songs. So whenever there was a popular song, I would take a piece of paper, write the lyrics down, and I'll sell the lyrics sheet to my friends for 1 rupees. I still remember these 2 particular songs. There was this song called Mahi from an Imran Hashmi movie, and there was this song called Sony O2, which were really popular at that point of time, and I used to write a lot of, like I sold a lot of lyrics sheets of that. It's definitely nothing unique, but I really enjoy doing that. And now that I realize where I have come, I feel like, okay, maybe I was born to like sell stuff. I love sales, I love marketing, and that was something that I did for the first time, like probably in 6th or 7th. The next thing that has really shaped my life is the locality I grew up in, and there were bad and good things about the locality, but I think the most significant thing about it was that I had a friend there who was pretty underprivileged, but his house was so bright, probably because of the environment. I have been to a lot of birthday parties where it was pretty posh, but his birthday parties comparatively would be not that posh, definitely. That it was totally different from any kind of birthday party that I went to comparatively. But the kind of warmth that his parents greeted us with, the kind of smile he had to receive the simplest of gifts from us, like we are just children, our gifts were very simple. The whole environment was pretty amazing. Also, like, although their family went through a lot of hardships, and we were obviously aware because he was our friend and they lived in the same locality, but I always saw them with a smile on their face, and they kind of taught me the joys of simple living. Simple living is one of the most important things in life, and that is definitely one of the rules that I want to live by. No matter how much money I make, no matter how successful I become, and even if I don't become successful, I know that I will be satisfied with the things that I've tried to do and achieved so far. Next will be birth of my sister. I love my sister. She's a cousin, but we are pretty close, and she's 7 years younger to me. And the thing is, when she was born, I knew what it felt like to love someone unconditionally. Like, she used to bite me, and I never used to wash those bites because I would say, my sister bit me. I'll never wash this hand ever again. I don't think I've ever loved anyone like that. Every day I want to be a better person so that I can give her anything that she wants when she grows up, anything that she wants from me, and be a better role model for her, because I think our sisters, our younger siblings are the people who really look up to us, and we set an example for them. So I want to set a good example for her. Next life-changing incident will definitely be class 10 results. My results were nice enough. I got 94.2%, and I decided to go for science, which was a very bad decision because I don't think I could have scored better in arts, because science was not really my cup of tea. I realized that after getting in 11, but I'm also glad that I took up science. At least my areas to explore were open. Like, if I wanted to shift to a particular stream, like, the thing is, you can shift from science to arts, but you can't shift from arts to science. So in a way, I'm glad that I took science. It made my options more risk-free, I guess. But definitely I was not as happy enough as I would have liked to be in 11. But again, if I was happy in 11, I probably wouldn't have started reading books again. I kind of took a break in between, like in 9th, 10th standard to study, but I started reading books again in 11, 12 because I was so fed up with science. It was too hard for me and I was not happy, and that was a big reason why I started my YouTube channel in the first place. Another few incidents that really impacted me were my relationships with my best friends. I had a lot of best friends growing up, but very few of them actually stuck. Couple of them were pretty terrible, and I really regret being friends with them at one point of time. I don't think that they deserve to know me that intimately, but anyway, what has happened has happened. But I also got some really amazing friends. 2 of my best friends are from school, 2 of my best friends are people who I met in college, and I can say that they really changed my life, especially in the past couple of years when I was going through a lot of ups and downs in personal, professional life. I don't think I would have been where I am without their support, their constant push that I am worth it. There would be like days when I would feel like I am totally the worst, and I'll feel very depressed, not wanting to like carry on and just quit everything, and they'd always bring me back on track. Also, something very special about them is that they have never judged me despite knowing everything about every aspect of my life, which I think is pretty precious. I think the society is always ready to judge you, but good friends would always listen and try to give you their best. Next life-changing opportunity would be grabbing my first content writing gig at 15 years of age. Although it was like a one-time thing then, and I only resumed after a year or 2. It kind of exposed me to the world of the internet and that I can make money online. I got 110 rupees in my first freelance work. I have a video on that already. Maybe you should check it out. But since I grabbed that opportunity, I was sure that yes, one can make money online. And once I did that, a lot of the world was kind of open to me. A lot of people don't even explore the world of making money online, which is so sad because there's so much that you're missing out on if you're not doing that. The next thing that I think has changed my life is having the courage to walk out of bad relationships, even if they were very long or even if it didn't seem the right thing to do then. I'm absolutely not fond of casual dating, and I've always thought that anything short term would never be worth my efforts. But even when I was in like long term relationships, when I started feeling that this is not where I want to be, this is not how it's supposed to be, I gathered a lot of courage. And yeah, it took me a lot of time to take those decisions sometimes, but my friends, my best friends, they were always there for me. They supported me a lot in those like terrible as hell times, and that has definitely helped me be happy, which has like totally changed the vibe of my channel. A lot of you guys tell me that like since early 2020 my videos like look very different, more vibrant. That's probably a big reason why, that my friends have been able to pull me out from everything dark that I've ever been in. At this point I really believe that any relationship should be a friendship first, because I think friendship is the most precious thing in the whole world. The next thing that really changed my life is getting into book reviews and content writing at the age of 17-18. I started doing this when I was in the 12th standard primarily. I joined this writing group where I was exposed to this world, and I started working, and it completely changed who I am. Another life-changing incident will be that when I was in the 12th standard, I had a very close friend who I kind of lost in a toxic relationship. But the thing is, with him, I went to check on his parent, who was kind of in a very bad situation. She was hospitalized, and she has passed away now, sadly. And the thing is, when I went to the hospital, and that was probably my first hospital visit like that, and talking to him, I kind of realized how terrible a situation can get if something happens to a family member of yours and you are constantly worried about what will happen next, and there's so much worries, and the financial worry comes next. And that's when I probably realized that I want to make money online, I want to make good money, that I want to be able to support my family in case something very bad happened. Because feeling helpless when something happens to a family member, someone who you love, is a whole different thing, and then being worried about finances is also a whole different thing. So that's something that I probably can eliminate if I work hard. That's definitely one of the primary reasons why I work as hard as I do. And yeah, that incident really shaped my life. I really miss my friend. I wish I had not lost him, but with him I got one of the biggest lessons of my life, and that's why I work so hard as I do right now. So I'm pretty grateful for that. The next thing would definitely be getting into YouTube. YouTube has helped me make income and impact online, and I don't think I would have been able to do that at this age if YouTube was not there. So I'm very, very grateful. The next life-changing incident would obviously be getting my rabbits. I got 2 rabbits back in 2018 when I was extremely sad. I was pretty much down all the time, and my father got them, and I was in love, and they are about 2.5 years old now, and I really wish that they live for a long time, because I don't think I can imagine my life without them. It makes me feel like a parent, what motherhood might feel like, and this is just beautiful. Next life-changing incident would be reading all about love this year, and you should watch my video on love if you want to know more about it. Another thing that really changed my life was enrolling into Marketing Accelerated Academy. This was a course on marketing. I had been making money online back then for some time now, but I wanted to increase my income. So I enrolled in this course. The course is like 40,000 right now, and I highly suggest you enroll in it if you want to make a huge income online with marketing. You can join it even if you don't have any experience in marketing. The link will be in the description below. So I basically joined the course because I saw an ad on my feed and I was looking to make money online, and I made my money back within a couple of months, and actually I made like 3 times the initial investment back in 3 months. Yes, and by July, August I was making a lakh using marketing techniques. And right now my goal is to like expand my marketing business, expand my freelance career. And yeah, lastly, there's a thing that I think would be a very significant change in my life, which is my new YouTube channel. I can't think of a better way to incorporate this in today's video. So basically, I've decided to start a YouTube channel which will be all about making money online, freelancing, working from your home, being your own boss, and growing your social media online. So if you want to make money online, be it as a freelancer, a business owner, or a social media influencer, I think that you'll find influential content, helpful content on that channel. The link to that channel will be in the description below. Make sure you join there. I am so excited to finally start the second channel. I've been working on it for about a couple of months now, and it's finally live. And yeah, I hope that this will also be another life-changing incident of my life. I've basically decided to help people out get started making money online, because the online world has so many opportunities, and since we are heading towards uncertain times, I want to help as many people as I can to support their own families, because I think families are the most important things to any of us. I think families build or break who we are. So without any beating about the bush, here's the link to my new channel. I'll be back with another video next week. Till then, bye bye.